You're watching Good Day OK.
Good morning, everybody. 6:30 here on a Wednesday. Thanks for being with us. Look at that sunrise, Jeff.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Always beautiful here in Oklahoma. We have the best sunrise in the country. I don't care what anybody has to say.
Yep, bring it. Any other state, we got you beat.
That's right.
That's right. That sun is going to heat things up today. We're heading into the hottest stretch of the year, really. Marcy Novak, what's the high today?
Yeah, temperatures will make it to 93 by this afternoon. We were at 91 yesterday, so it will be a little bit hotter today. Starting out right now in the low 70s, but not bad for that morning cup of coffee. By noon, we're at almost 90 degrees, so we will heat up pretty quickly this morning. You take this 93, add about 10 degrees, and that's what it'll actually feel like. For most of the day, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Looking ahead to the weekend, it is Wednesday after all. It does get hotter this weekend. 95 on Saturday. We could see a stray thunderstorm around on Saturday, and then Sunday looks completely dry with a high of 97. So we'll come close to 100 by the second half of the weekend. We've got you backtracking another cold front over the next 7 days. I'll tell you when in your Storm Watch forecast.
Lucky Star Casino, steer clear traffic update 631. Good morning. Right now, we've got your back with a look outside the Dallas Junction. You know, one of our most popular areas. Not so popular right now. No big deal. Coming up, I-35 northbound, 11 minutes from Southwest 19th through Tinker Diagonal. And good morning to anyone in the East Metro here, Midwest City, Del City. About 7 minutes to get in from South Douglas Boulevard to clear that I-35 North Junction. Chip shot time from our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker. Good morning, Chip.
Hey, good morning. This is Lake Everett Parkway southbound. Not a lot of traffic here. We're flowing along smoothly. I'm headed to a place where we're going to be seeing some construction coming up in a couple of hours. That's going to be on I-44 headed eastbound right around the Lake Havner, right around the Northwest Expressway exit. And there'll be some construction there starting at 9 o'clock. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Shelby?
Sounds good. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Live right now, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg welcoming world leaders into this year's summit. Here is a live look into Brussels, Belgium. So we've seen several leaders go by here. We are anticipating he will shake hands for the formal photo with President Donald Trump very shortly. Here's UK Prime Minister Theresa May just coming out. The president, following this, will head to the UK and meet with May. Meanwhile, today we are looking forward to the president's sit down with German Chancellor Angela Merkel. He's also expected to meet with French President Emmanuel Macron. These are not going to be easy meetings for Trump or for Macron and Merkel for that matter. Expect them to be pretty contentious. We are also expecting Jens Stoltenberg to speak here in just a few minutes. Hope to catch that live for you here at the Live Desk.
Thanks, Dan. New this morning, Oklahoma City Police need your help tracking down a tool thief.
Fox 25's Wayne Stafford is live in northwest Oklahoma City. Wayne.
Hey, Chris and Jasmine, good morning. Yeah, this incident happened at the business behind me at Avenue C Glass LLC. And one of the employees just told me 10 minutes ago that $600 worth of tools was stolen. Oklahoma City Police Department just released the surveillance video. Take a look at your screen. You can see that this man right here is throwing a large bag of tools in the back of his truck. This is the man that they're looking for right now. Officers say this man stole those tools from this business near Northwest 7th in Ann Arbor. If you recognize him or his truck, please call Crime Stoppers. Now, I have a couple tools right here that I borrowed from our station. We got some of the more simpler ones are pretty cheap, like a screwdriver right here, but the power tools, those are the ones that get pretty expensive, and they're pretty hard to replace. We've got your back with tips on how to keep those tools of yours from the hands of thieves. Take a look at your screen. Number one is personalize your property. That's pretty much the easiest thing you can do. Has your mom ever put your name on your lunchbox like my mom did every single year? Well, it's just as easy as that. You just put your name on it, or even color code it, put it in bright colors, etch a number in it if you want. Another good tip is keep track of your tools with a master record of inventory. That's really important to keep track of when things are lost or stolen, and also talk to experienced contractors. They have some great advice from them. They might have some personal recommendations on what has worked for them. Just keep up that advice and you'll be just fine. Guys, back to you.
Great tips there, Wayne. Thank you. A new road closure in Edmond could cause you some headaches on your way home from work this afternoon. We've got your back, though. Today, part of Danforth and Edmond will close. BNSF is working on the railroad crossing west of Broadway. They're trying to repair the uneven panels there. The road will be closed around 8:30 in the morning and should stay closed through Thursday night.
A big fire at a recycling plant in Oklahoma City now out. A pile of cars and scrap metal caught fire at the plant off I-35 and Southeast 59th. It was burning right during rush hour yesterday. You could see the smoke for miles. Firefighters say they don't know what caused it yet. They say it was contained to just one area. Well, the man who caused an emergency landing in Tulsa in May on a flight from Portland to Atlanta has pleaded guilty to federal assault charges. Prosecutors say 29-year-old Bolatif Olarunda of Vancouver is now facing 6 months in prison, a $5,000 fine, and has agreed to pay Delta Airlines more than $9,000 for the cost of diverting the plane. Olarunda was accused of yelling on that flight. A sentencing date has not been set.
Breaking overnight, a juvenile is in the jail in Tulsa after police say he led officers on a high-speed chase. It started when an officer noticed a car that matched the description of one connected to burglaries in the area. The driver managed to get away from that officer, but a second officer spotted him about a mile away. That second officer had to call off the chase because the driver was just going way too fast. A little while later, they saw a juvenile running through a neighborhood where they were told that the suspect gave up as the K9 was about to grab hold of him. Police say they found the car ditched a block away.
This morning, a man has been sentenced to 41 months in federal prison. Trevor Thompson, convicted of attempted possession of child porn because he tried to secretly tape high school girls at a Locust Grove football game and girls at a high school track meet. He'll have to serve 20 years of supervised release after prison. Thompson has been accused in several upskirting and peeping Tom cases before. This morning, a Midtown bookstore owner thankful no one was hurt after a car smashed into his building yesterday. Police say it happened after an accident at Northwest 13th and Walker. The driver of the black SUV you see on your screen kept going right into Commonplace Books. The driver may have hit the gas pedal instead of the brake.
We're incredibly fortunate. This is a very high traffic sidewalk, lots of foot traffic, lots of strollers, lots of tricycles, lots of babies on bikes, lots of mamas and daddies.
Boy, he is right about that. The driver of the other car in the wreck was taken to the hospital to get checked out. The owner says he's unsure when the store will reopen.
Wow. Well, police say a man tried to steal a car from a gas station in the metro, but changed his mind when he saw a baby and toddler inside. Listen to this. They're looking for this man in the surveillance video. The kid's mother told police she left her kids in the running car Thursday, so they had air conditioning while she went into the gas station. Then she caught the man leaving her car and tried to confront him.
It's very scary. As the mom came out of the store, she saw some man she didn't know getting out of the vehicle that she knew her kids were inside of. That's why mom mode kicked in and she tried to confront the suspects.
Yeah, watch how she thought fast here. Police say she grabbed onto one of the windows of the suspect's car. The driver accelerated and reportedly dragged her along for up to 15 feet before she let go. You can also call Crime Stoppers if you have any information about this case.
6:38 right now. A man has been released from prison after the Innocence Project stepped in. Perry Lott spent 30 years behind bars before he was released this week. He'd been sentenced to more than 200 years for rape, robbery, burglary, and making a bomb threat in a 1987 case. The Innocence Project found DNA evidence that did not match Lott. The Pontotoc County DA did not throw out the conviction, but rather reduced the sentence to time served. The DA released this statement. It says, quote, "We don't believe DNA proves anything. On the small, slim chance that could be wrong and that justice be served, we agreed to his compromise."
6:40 now. Happening today, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is hosting a training session for bomb-sniffing dogs. It's happening at 10 this morning at the Made in Oklahoma building at the Oklahoma City Fairgrounds. OHP is teaming up with the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives for this session, which will happen over a 3-day period. At least 23 dogs and their handler will team up, and they're expected to participate.
All right, listen up, folks. We got Shred Fest coming up on Friday. We got your back helping you get rid of sensitive information you may have laying around to prevent identity theft. Fox 25 is going to be at Weoki Federal Credit Union on Penn Friday between Northwest 122nd and Memorial with Right Way Shredding. You can bring up to 5 boxes or bags of documents you need to be destroyed. We'll do it for free. Shred Fest goes from 6 to 6 on Friday.
Well, the weather should be nice for that, especially because you don't even have to get out of your nice air conditioning car. Temperatures are going to be hot on Friday with highs in the low to mid 90s, starting out at 6 a.m. at 73, noon on Friday near 90, and then 94 for a high. A couple thunderstorms are possible throughout the day, but it won't be anything widespread. Another great day for the pool today will be in the low 90s by 1 p.m. 93 will be our high. Watch for a few afternoon thunderstorms. That chance, though, only about 20%. Higher chances will be in southern Oklahoma. Still not looking like it's going to be anything widespread. We've got your back with an even hotter weekend forecast. That's in less than 10 minutes.
Lucky Star Casino, steer clear traffic update right now. We've got you back with another look at that bridge project in case you're wondering if it's still going on. Yes, it is through the end of the year on westbound I-44, the bridge over Northwest 39th Expressway between May and 36. That does remain down to one lane. It hasn't been too bad in the mornings, mainly the evening rush hour because that direction is more popular there. You can always just hop on off at 44 at May and take 36 over, then reroute yourself back on away from the construction zone. Live look outside from our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker. This is westbound I-44 near Western, so not that exact spot, but we do have some construction happening right there near Northwest Expressway, so Chip's going to give us a look in just a bit. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Hey, Shelby, 6:41 right now. We got you back when it comes to keeping your family healthy.
The free event giving important shots for your kids before they head to school.
And if you're looking for an amazingly sweet treat to beat the summer heat, well, I've got it for you. It's here at Rusty's Custard Factory. They're celebrating National Ice Cream Day this weekend. I've got the details for you right here on Good Day OK. Stay tuned.
We're following the latest from President Trump's trip to Europe and this year's NATO summit. Let's go live back out to Brussels right now. Everybody getting set for what is affectionately dubbed the family photo. Just like families, there's always some infighting between the brothers and the sisters. This time between President Trump and Angela Merkel after President Trump this morning accused Germany of being captive to and controlled by Russia. Angela Merkel has responded, saying that Germany makes its own independent decisions. Those two are going to sit down later today. Certainly going to be an interesting meeting. We'll follow for the latest here from the live desk.
Dan, thank you. 3 Honduran fathers seeking asylum in the U.S. received a priceless gift yesterday. Look at this. The men were reunited with their children at the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Facility in Grand Rapids, Michigan. These reunions are the first of many expected over the next few days and weeks. At least 54 children younger than 5 are expected to be reunited with their parents who were arrested for entering the country illegally. The children were separated from their parents after the Justice Department began enforcing a zero-tolerance policy for men and women illegally entering the country.
Right now, a Texas police officer is on desk duty after pointing a gun at a group of kids. In the video from last week, you can see the El Paso police officer appearing to point a gun right at a group of kids who are cussing at him. He also pulls out a baton while a second officer holds a previously detained boy down on the ground. Police officials say an investigation is underway.
New details this morning about the suspect in the deadly Florida school shooting. The Pinellas County Sheriff says Nicholas Cruz's mother ignored warnings from mental health officials and allowed him to buy guns. The sheriff says she told counselors, quote, if he wants to have a gun, he could have a gun. She died last November. Back in February, officials say Cruz used an AR-15 to kill 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
A new study is out this morning that shows a large number of Americans are quitting to find better jobs. About 3.5 million workers voluntarily left their positions in May. That's the most on record since 2000. MarketWatch says surging economy has workers looking for better paying jobs right now. If more workers quit, companies may have to raise wages faster to attract new workers or hang on to the best ones.
This morning, the Trump administration cutting funding for the Affordable Care Act program. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says it will provide $10 million for the Affordable Care Act's Navigator program this fall. In 2016, the Navigators received $63 million. The agency says the Navigators are ineffective, producing only 1% of consumers who sign up this year. Open enrollment for Obamacare starts in November.
6:47 right now, and more health news this morning. Got school starting up in less than a month, so that means kids are going to need their shots. We've got your back if you need some help. The carrying van's making stops around the metro this week. So from 10 to 2 today, they're going to be at the Supermercado Morelos on Northwest 23rd and Minnie. They'll immunize kids between 6 weeks and 18 years old who have shot records. It's important to have those records. You can find out more by going to OKCFox.com right now.
New this morning, the Oklahoma AIDS Care Fund awards thousands of dollars for HIV and AIDS services. $120,000 in grants will be given to 13 nonprofit organizations providing HIV and AIDS prevention, education, testing, and social services. This year's funding was focused on reducing transmissions and deaths. According to the Oklahoma AIDS Care Fund, lifetime medical costs for a person living with HIV are more than $350,000. There are about 6,000 Oklahomans currently living with HIV.
This morning, Georgia State University researchers found no evidence the e-cigarettes and vaping devices help smokers quit. They say while many smokers are using these devices, they may not provide enough nicotine to satisfy cravings. Their findings also show that the devices may delay quitting among some smokers. The findings here were published in the journal PLOS ONE. Well, this morning got an update for you on a kid who knocked over a sculpture in Kansas. Pretty pricey one, too. We now know that the family's insurance company has sent them a check for $107,000 to cover the damage.
Yeah, back in May, the Goodman family was attending a wedding when the child hugged the sculpture, sending it crashing to the floor there. Hopefully you see it. The family was billed $132,000 for the damage. The Goodmans wondered why the piece wasn't barricaded. Overland Park plans to send a check to the artist for $99,000. Wow, the price had it been sold at the center's art fair. A lot of money.
Pretty good insurance right there.
What kind of insurance do they have?
I know.
What?
Wow.
Do you ever worry about this when you bring your kids?
Every time I take my kids anywhere, I worry about
Are you going to break
they're
something?
They're at that age right now where they just want to grab everything and, stuff's not protected. And you just got to keep a close eye on them all the time.
Oof.
But, oh boy.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
I mean,
like rain check,
we have to build up the courage just to take them to a restaurant.
No. It's a struggle.
But they bring so much joy.
I know. Love to hear it.
All right, so let's talk about your high temperatures for the next 7 days because we do have a slow warm up coming almost every day this week that'll put us close to 100 by Sunday and on Monday. So today we're at 93. Our average high is 94. We'll be right on average for tomorrow and Friday. And then we warm up over the weekend. We also have some drier air moving in on Sunday and Monday, which means no rain chances and maybe some lower humidity for the second half of the weekend. High today, 93, starting out right now in the low 70s. When you factor in the humidity, it will feel like it's close to 105 by this afternoon, so a little bit hotter than it was yesterday. A live look at our Air Comfort Solutions WeatherBug cameras across the metro, looking great. Sun's going to be bright in your eyes if you're heading out the door. Our Harkin Cedars Bricktown camera downtown looking fantastic. Not much wind out there now, and it'll be a pretty calm day. Now, we've got your back because we may see a few thunderstorms today. A lot like the past couple of days, they'll be very hit or miss, not expecting anything widespread, but a 20% chance for rain this afternoon. And then breaking down your weekend, we do have a low rain chance coming on Saturday with a high of 95. And then Sunday is when the rain goes out of the forecast and temperatures go up. 97 for a high on Sunday, 98 by Monday, and then a weak cold front will move in on Tuesday. A little bit of a cool down with some more rain chances coming back.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update right now. We've got your back with a look outside and we are still looking really good. So we know rush hour usually begins in about 30 minutes. So it's a good time to take advantage because we're still normal down the Broadway extension of about 5 minutes. 35 has gone up just a tiny little bit, not even really enough to make our drive time move, but that just, gives us a sign that it will be starting soon. And then 11 Yukon. Hey, you guys look good on I-40. Live look outside from our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker. Some construction happening today as the sun starts to come up over that Northwest Expressway exit. Chip?
Yep, right here we're going to be seeing the right lane of I-44 eastbound closing at the Northwest Expressway exit and also the ramp from the Northwest Expressway to I-44 eastbound. That's going to be closing. Both of these closings are going to be happening for just a short time today between 9 o'clock and noon. So that could slow you down here if you're in the northwest part of town. But again, right at the Northwest Expressway, I-44 eastbound going down one lane. Shelby?
Thanks, Chip. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Hey, Shelby, here's what's coming up tonight on Fox 25. Master Chef at 7, then Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours to Hell and Back at 8, followed by the Prime Time News at 9 with Wendy and Mike. Gorgeous sunrise for you this morning on a Wednesday, 6:56. Appreciate your time this morning. It's going to be a hot one, perfect day for some ice cream. It is National Ice Cream Month. Malcolm Tubbs is tasting some sweet treats this morning at Rusty's Custard. They're having a big celebration. Malcolm, got to ask you, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, you know what? That's tough. My favorite flavor of ice cream. It'd probably have to be just regular vanilla. Throw in some Reese's peanut butter cups, and then maybe some chocolate drizzle. That's my perfect combination right there. But you can get that here.
Oh yeah,
at Rusty's Custard
we can
Factory.
do that easily.
Oh yeah, but the thing that I like the most, you know what? It's crazy because a lot of people probably watching this while they're eating waffles with just maybe some eggs and bacon. That's traditional. That's classic. Why not jazz it up? And you can do that at Rusty's Custard Factory because you make your own waffle cones.
We're making our own waffle bowls. Got one coming out here in a second. The smell, it's like it brings you home.
Nothing
better.
better.
You gotta have that. Oh, look at that here.
There we go.
You
Perfect
take this
timing.
one.
Look at that.
Perfect timing. We'll just whip this off here, and we're gonna make a fresh waffle bowl. Bam. There you go. That's it. Then we'll put. You need to put some custard.
I do. Okay, so this one's cooled, and you know what?
We're putting
this is
them
how
to
they
work.
do it here, Rusty style, right? Oh, that's fresh custard. Let me get a good scoop of that. Goodness gracious. Good old vanilla. Now, the toppings, it doesn't just stop there. The toppings you can add to this.
Toppings are amazing. Of course, we have over 45 toppings. So you make what you want. So yes, Reese's Cup, not just some peanut butter junk. Real Reese's Cup,
yes.
Hot fudge, a little bit of whipped cream. You'll be eating this on break.
Okay, now I know you have a little secret or a little something that you just do, and you can only find it here. What's up with the fresh fruit that you squeeze on?
Oh yeah, so fresh lemons and fresh oranges. I've got a caramel with a fresh orange squeeze over the top. It's to die for. Of course, blueberry and lemon.
Yes.
Every Sunday we're doing Fresh Fruit Sunday. We had fresh blueberries last week. We are working our way up to fresh peaches for the whole month of August.
Yeah, that's that season.
Yeah, we're rolling into seasons. We're bringing in some fresh ingredients. We're just trying to provide the coolest options you have and putting our little twist on it because you can't just have something regular. So imagine peaches with a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon sprinkled on the top.
Okay, now speaking of Sundays and Fresh Fruit Sundays, this Sunday, National Ice Cream Day.
Also our banana split challenge.
Oh no.
Oh
okay.
yeah, we had our store record lowered not once but twice last year. It is now sub 40 seconds to eat a full banana split.
Easy, I can do that. You know what, stay tuned. I'm eating a full banana sundae. I'm doing it under 40 seconds. Calling it right now. Chris and Jackson, back to you guys. And I need a spoon.
Absolutely. Let's get covered.
Slow down. Slow down. If he's going to do that Sunday, you might want to do that waffle bowl. All right. Just a bit of advice. All right. Good luck, Malcolm. Rusty's Custard Factory, right there at their brand new location. You can check it out by going to okcfox.com.
It's 7 o'clock, and you're watching Good Day OK.
Good morning, everybody. He said, now, how long does it take for this one person to eat?
Less than 40 seconds. A whole banana split.
A banana split. So Malcolm's going to try that out. Okay.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah. That'll be live on the air coming up a little bit later, so stick around for that. Marcy, ice cream melt real fast out there today.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be hot, hotter than yesterday, the hottest day so far this week, but it does get even hotter from here. 93 degrees will be our high today. Starting out near 70 right now. We'll see partly cloudy skies. Let's talk about the weekend. It's Wednesday. 2 more wake-ups till the weekend. So let's talk about it. 95 degrees on Saturday. We do have some low rain chances Saturday, about a 20% chance. And then Sunday, the rain is out of the forecast, but temperatures will be higher with a high of 97 degrees. Winds will start to pick up for the second half of the weekend as well. We've got your back, though. We do have daily storm chances now through the weekend. I'll tell you when and where and when our next cold front comes into the forecast. Yeah, that's coming up in your Storm Watch forecast.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update here at 7 o'clock. Good morning. We're kind of in that sweet spot right now where we haven't really switched over to rush hour. You can see that in our green zone drive times here. 6 minutes down the Lake Hefner Parkway, 10 still up I-44 eastbound, and 6 pushing in on I-40 westbound for our East Metro commuters. Live look outside from our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker. Eastbound I-44 right near Northwest Expressway. So we're going to be seeing some construction here. What's going to be happening is the road's going to be narrowing. On Northwest Expressway itself is going to be narrowing, and then this interstate is also going to be narrowing. So a couple of things. It's the ramp from Northwest Expressway to 44, and then also this highway. 9 o'clock to noon, so it shouldn't be too bad, just a couple hours. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Thanks, Shelby. We have an update to some breaking news this morning. Midwest City Police now have a person in custody accused of stabbing a woman.
Fox 25 Sade Gray is live where it all happened. Sade, what do we know now?
Good morning, Chris and Jasmine. Well, what we know right now is that On Cue is now open right now. They recently took down the crime scene tape, but Midwest City Police are trying to figure out what led to a woman being stabbed several times in this parking lot. It happened last night. Officers say they were called to the On Cue on Air Depot and Southeast 15th last night around 6:30. When police got there, a person was stabbing a woman. Officers say they had to pull the suspect off of that woman, and the woman was taken to the hospital where she is in critical condition right now. We're working to find out more details on that suspect. We are continuing to reach out to Midwest City Police to get more information, and we will, of course, keep you guys updated throughout the newscast. Back to you, Chris and Jasmine.
All right, thanks, Sade Gray, live in Midwest City this morning. A new twist to regulate medical marijuana in Oklahoma. Today, 2 groups that have been advocating for new laws will speak to reporters. The Oklahoma Cannabis Trade Association and Oklahomans for Health will be responding to the emergency regulations just issued by the state health department. Those rules passed yesterday include a ban on smoking medical marijuana and a requirement that every dispensary hire a pharmacist. Medical marijuana advocates say they're sure these rules will be challenged in court. Now, the rules passed yesterday by the health department now head to the governor, who has 45 days to either approve or reject. Well, Governor Fallin has said that a special legislative session isn't needed for medical marijuana regulation. Now there is still a new push for one. A Democratic representative, Jason Lowe, said this: the Oklahoma State Department of Health has enacted law that undermines one of the most participated in elections in state history and silences the voice of Oklahomans across the state. Today's decision is an affront to democracy and an insult to the law-abiding citizens that showed up to vote for this initiative.
Good Day OK has learned state investigators are now looking at threatening emails related to the new marijuana rules. Sunday, emails were sent to staff at the Department of Health who worked on the drafting of the rules. The first email warned the staff against making rules and threatened to forcefully stop the process. A second email made a direct threat to harm a state official at the health department after the commission voted on the rules. Another email provided personal information about a staff employee involved in that process. The OSBI investigates threats against all state officials.
Right now, President Trump joining the leaders of 28 other nations at the 2018 NATO summit. Let's take you live to Brussels right now. The welcome ceremony happening. We are in the middle of the flag ceremony. I believe we're going to get the helicopter flyover. In fact, here it comes right now. Just moments ago, Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg gave a brief speech, a welcome speech, calling the time NATO has been in place an unprecedented time of peace and security. He also thanked the NATO soldiers for their service and their sacrifice. There you saw President Trump standing next to Stoltenberg. Trump, some big meetings coming up today. He's going to have one-on-ones with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President Emmanuel Macron. We'll keep you up to date with the latest from Brussels here from the Live Desk.
Thank you, Dan. In just a few hours, a man accused of shooting an employee at Pelco Products in Edmond will have a pretrial hearing at 9 o'clock. Police arrested Quentin Bruner last August. Officers say Bruner was a former employee at the business when he shot a co-worker twice in the parking lot. The co-worker had filed a police report in 2016 claiming he had been harassed by Bruner for over a year. Bruner is facing charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. 7:05 right now. Today, a judge is going to consider whether a Tulsa man's mentally competent to stand trial for the pipe bombing at an Air Force recruitment center last year.
Ben Roden's scheduled to be in federal court this afternoon. We told you that in February, a judge ordered him to take medication to help with his mental state, and today the judge is going to consider whether those drugs had enough of an effect to move forward with the trial. Roden's accused of targeting the Bixby Recruiting Center a year ago yesterday. A U.S. attorney for Oklahoma says Roden blamed the Air Force for preventing him from being able to join the Marines.
The Oklahoma County District Attorney has now added a murder charge against the man accused of beating an infant to death. Police arrested this man, Michael Bradley, earlier this month on a complaint of child abuse. Officers say an 8-month-old girl was found unresponsive at her home and died the next day. Investigators say Bradley claimed he had fallen asleep and found the infant slumbered over on the floor when he picked her up and accidentally dropped her.
This morning, we now know a 17-year-old is in jail accused of shooting and killing another teenager in a driveway. The crime scene right here, a neighborhood near Southwest 25th and Portland. Police say this deadly shooting happened yesterday afternoon. We're waiting for police to release some additional details before we pass those along to you. So stay with us for updates.
Come and take a look at your screen here. Blanchard police want you to keep an eye out for this man here. Officers say Christopher Lee is wanted for questioning about an assault with a dangerous weapon case. Police say he was last seen driving a gold-colored 2007 Cadillac Escalade. If you see him, call Blanchard Police.
Hey, if you're planning on heading to Broken Bow Lake this weekend, you'll see some extra officers on patrol. Troopers say this Saturday they clocked a drunk driver going 105 miles an hour in a 45 zone near Hochatown. They say over the last several years, this has been a big problem there. There have been numerous deadly alcohol-related crashes near the town, including one in April when 2 kids were killed by an impaired driver. Troopers are now stepping up patrols in that area over the weekend. This is a big popular tourist destination there in southeastern Oklahoma. ODOT did recently reduce the speed limit through the business area of Hochatown from 55 to 45.
Now to a follow-up this morning. After nearly a week on the run, Pot County deputies say they now have their final suspect in custody, accused of stealing a truck and trailer full of livestock. Deputies arrested Cody Porter yesterday in Owasso. He is now in Logan County Jail, where the original crime happened. Porter was one of 2 suspects sought in a manhunt last Thursday. The other suspect, Michael DeMauro, was found Thursday evening.
A body has been discovered in Lake Eufaula. Details very limited right now, but OHP says it was a man found near the Hickory Point boat ramp in about 3 feet of water. Authorities have not released the identity of the man yet. Brahms is celebrating their 50th anniversary this Sunday. Every location is going to be offering up some specials from noon to 5. You can get a 50-cent small frozen yogurt cone, 50-cent single dip, or a $1 single dip sundae. Marcy, you love that ice cream there at Brahms. It's going to be hot enough for some ice cream to taste good, right?
Oh yeah, that ice cream will be melting in less than 5 minutes today. Temperatures in the low 90s. By this afternoon, it's going to feel much hotter though because of that humidity. We'll see partly cloudy skies all day today. Now we could see a few thunderstorms around this afternoon. That chance though, only about 20%. After today, we slowly warm all the way into the weekend. Mid-90s tomorrow and Friday. By Sunday, 97. By Monday, even closer to 100. We've got you back though with those chances for rain every day through Saturday. I'll tell you when and where in less than 10 minutes.
Lucky Star Casino Steer Clear traffic update. Good morning. Heading out to Will Rogers. Still looking good on your airport drive times, even up 44 eastbound, which we know does get pretty busy. Not the case right now. 17 minutes there coming up from the southwest. And the westbound corridor, all good. 14 minutes. Really no big delays so far. I mean, we're starting to see those minor ones coming up 35. Let's take it out to our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker right now. This is eastbound I-44 near Kelly. Chip's going to go give us a look at some construction happening today in Edmond on Danforth. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Thank you, Shelby. Marcy says the heat will continue to be hot for the rest of the week.
Coming up, we got you back with the 5 ways to get the most out of your car's air conditioner.
Now, I know the weather's going to be hot, but I'm giving you an excuse to chill out. You come here to Rusty's Custom Factory, get maybe an ice cream sandwich or a concrete, and you'll be good. I've got all those details right here on Good Day OK. Stay tuned.
All right, Malcolm, thank you. It's a live look outside right now. This is Chickasha. Sun is up. Keep it here. You're watching Good Day OK.
She's
Let's get you right back out to Brussels, Belgium, where it looks like the NATO meeting's about to get started. Here is a live look in. You can see the world leaders starting to filter in, getting ready for those meetings. Want to look ahead in just a little bit. President Trump, after the NATO summit, will head to the United Kingdom. And yesterday, the U.S. Embassy there issues a really odd statement urging Americans to keep a low profile during the president's visit there. You can see they're citing numerous demonstrations that are being planned around the president's visit. Those are going to take place in central London. They say they could get big and they could get violent, so they are urging U.S. citizens that are in London to keep a low profile. This is not a normal alert issued for a presidential visit to a country. In fact, it's much closer to the travel alert issued for Haiti and the demonstrations that are going on there. So really interesting move from the U.S. Embassy in London.
Very bizarre there.
Interesting
Dan.
for
Thank
sure,
you.
Dan. Yeah, thanks. All right, it's National Ice Cream Month. All July long, there's a bunch of ice cream stuff going on, including something special this weekend at Rusty's Custard in Norman. They're having a big bash.
Yeah, Malcolm's already enjoying the festivities there. Malcolm, what do you have?
Is that the challenge? Is that the Sunday challenge?
No, this is definitely not the Sunday challenge. This is just a really convenient traveling cup of concrete that you get here at Rusty's Custard Factory. Now, this is my favorite combination, like I mentioned earlier. You got the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, you got some chocolate, fudge, drizzle, just kind of mix all up in there. And because it's a concrete, you could do that. Oh, I'm losing some Reese's, but you can do that. Yep, that easy, that thick. Gotta love it. I'm gonna eat that. But while we're out here, we're kind of checking out downtown Norman, and this is where the big National Ice Cream Day celebration is going to be going down, right, Rusty?
Right, yeah. So what we're going to do, we have Crawford right here behind us. We're going to block off the street, which is just freaking nuts. We're putting a huge tent out there. We're going to have seating for like 80 people. Ooh. And then live music.
This is a National Ice Cream Day block party.
This is a block party
Yes.
for all of Norman to come out and hang out with. We've got the Tinker Air Force Base Flying High Band is a 17-piece big band that's kicking it off from 2 to 4 o'clock.
Nice.
We've got the Terry Nevin Rock Band that's going to rock out from 5 to 6. And then we have local country and folk artist Camille Harp, who's going to close it out from 7 to 8.
And
so
she's huge.
She's a big star. I got a local gal who has done big things. Like she's been in Nashville and she's got songs
awesome.
that you're going to recognize. And she's willing to play for us, and I'm ecstatic. It's going to be just an awesome day of fun and live music and things for the family to come out.
And
to.
that's on top of the ice cream special, on top of the celebration.
Yeah,
this is huge.
Yeah, we're going big.
There we go.
There we go.
I mean, that's the only way the Rusty's knows how to do it.
Oh, yeah, we roll deep, and it's fun. Yeah.
Nice. Now, okay, so going back to this concrete,
yeah.
What's the secret? How do you make it so thick?
Well, the biggest thing is that custard's made fresh. So It's the freshest, creamiest, smoothest form of ice cream available. It has no air in it. And because it doesn't have any air in it, it is the thicket. It is product. You are paying for, premium product. This isn't air like it's in yogurt. This isn't put in a freezer somewhere and it's got a bunch of ice crystals in it. I mean, it is crazy fresh, and that's why it's so thick and you can do the fun stuff with it.
Well, guys, you heard it. Great concrete, great custard, live music, great food. You can't get any better than that this Sunday, National Ice Cream Day celebration here on, what is it?
Main and Crawford.
Main
and Crawford, downtown Norman.
Back to you guys.
Wait a minute, Malcolm. What happened to the banana split eating contest? Did you just chicken out, or what's going on?
I gotta work my way up to that. I had a water bowl, now a concrete, and then. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I just gotta throw it out there. Rusty said he'll challenge me, and Matt Kuhn, my photographer, said he'd challenge me too. So
All
I
right,
gotta beat
it's on.
both of y'all.
Here we go.
Whatever it takes. Yes. Bring it on.
Rusty's Custard Factory. They got a brand new location in Norman for you to check out downtown. National Ice Cream Day, Sunday, July 15th. Learn more by going to our website.
Yeah, a good gold cup of ice cream would be really, really good right now to cool down because the temperatures are just insane. The summer temperatures continue this week. The last thing you want is your air conditioning to mess up.
So we got your back this morning with how you can get the most out of your car's air conditioner, courtesy of consumerreports.org. Let's go to the list. First, don't pre-cool. Don't let your car run as you wait for the air conditioner to kick in. It actually works better when you're driving because the faster the engine runs, the faster the compressor runs. Next, you want to set the temperature to the lowest level and adjust the fan speed. This makes the air conditioner more efficient and helps save some fuel too. don't recirculate the air. It takes air from the front of the car, puts it in the back through the system. Now the driver and the passenger in the front may be cool, but the passengers in the back are going to get hot. You want to turn off the automatic stop and start feature because it shuts down the air compressor, which could be uncomfortable if you're stuck in traffic on a hot day. Finally, you want to make sure the filter's clean. Your dirty filter can disrupt airflow, so have a professional check it out for you, even change it if it needs to, or you can do it yourself. Marcy, it's definitely one of those days you want to crank up the AC in your car.
Yeah, I mean, do anything you can to stay cool out there. Maybe that includes going to the pool today. 85 degrees around 11, 91 at 1, and then 93 will be our high around 4 p.m. today. Most of your day is dry, but we could see some low thunderstorm chances later on this afternoon. So probably not going to hit 100 degrees for the next 3 days. We do get a little bit closer, though, on Sunday and Monday, so possibly seeing temperatures near that triple-digit mark. So our average first 100-degree day in Oklahoma City is on July 10th. Last year, our first 100-degree day, July 20th. Again, Sunday and Monday would be the days we get the closest, but I still don't think we actually hit 100 degrees for the next 7 days. We've got your back, though, breaking down your forecast today, hour by hour, in the low 70s right now. By noon, 89. We're in the 90s for most of the afternoon, even at 10 o'clock tonight. Still in the upper 80s. When you factor in the humidity, it will feel like it's over 100 again today. So we've got your back with some low rain chances again today. Nothing too widespread. Our model here will show you a couple hit or miss storms. That's going to be it. 10 to 20% chance for rain today. That will continue tomorrow and Friday. For Thursday and Friday afternoons, highest chances will be in southern Oklahoma, but we all have a chance of at least seeing an isolated storm. That low rain chance does continue on Saturday with a 20% chance for rain. 95 on Saturday. We are all dry and hot, though, on Sunday and Monday with highs near 98 by Monday. A weak cold front will bring back low rain chances by Tuesday.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update right now. We've got your back here at 7:20 and really not bad for the start of our rush hour here. Just I-35, probably not surprisingly, going up a tad. Broadway extension, though, take advantage of this because this changes very quickly, as we know. Now we're up to 17 coming up 35, so that's about a 5-minute delay for our Norman and Moore commuters. And then usually we see delays here up 44 eastbound. Not the case. 11 minutes from 134th up through 10th, so good luck into the airport. It's going to be great. Bless you, Chris. Live look outside from our Lucky Star Casino traffic tracker. Chip.
Hey, good morning, Shelby. This is, I'm in Edmond, and now I'm on a Danforth near I-35. We're going to head to a spot on Danforth. We're going to see a closure this evening through tomorrow. We'll get up there, show you where we're talking about, and discuss the timing on that coming up in just a minute, shall we?
Thanks, Chip. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Thank you. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the first day of school, and it looks like kids aren't the only ones who are stressed about it.
There's a new survey out by Coinstar. It found that 70% of back-to-school shopping is stressful and creates anxiety. They also found 47% of parents are going to spend between $100 and $300 per kid on back-to-school shopping. 2/3 of those surveyed think that school costs are going up.
Saw the first signs on Saturday.
You did not.
It was at Walmart, and they have the school supplies coming out. I made a comment to my husband. I was like, what? This is already happening?
Early.
I know.
I remember back in the day, it was so exciting though.
I know.
You get like your binders
Yes,
and
I
your
loved
like
it.
colors.
your
New pair
pencil
of shoes.
case.
You get your school shoes.
Yeah,
School
That
shoes,
was
your
a
backpack.
big-
My
Yeah.
mom would give us this is not a lot of money
Yeah.
now, but she would give us $100 and we could spend on school clothes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's it. That's all
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy.
You
So
got
fun.
one
Wear
new pair of
uniforms.
shoes to start out the year. And then after last year,
all year, even if your
By the end
feet
of
get
the year.
squished in there by
For
the
sure.
end.
Yeah, and then by the end of the year, they're like, you got holes in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Wearing through the bottom of them.
At least you guys didn't have to wear uniforms like me.
I
Yeah.
wanted to wear a
I never had to
uniform.
wear
I
I
had to wear
hate, even like
uniforms.
now, I know we have to dress nice for work, but I hate picking out my clothes, and I hated it back in high
You'd
school.
have been happy with a
I would have
uniform.
loved to have worn a uniform
Really?
every day.
I know,
Yeah.
and especially because of how kids are with what other kids wear.
yes.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I hated that too. Yeah.
It's a social thing.
It's true.
Just make life easier.
Yeah.
That's what we want. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. 7:23 on the clock. We'll be right back. All right, folks, 726. How you doing this morning? Appreciate you being with us. Got a lot to get to this morning. I want to take a break, though, from the serious stuff and bring you this. I got a sad update on the world's ugliest dog.
Oh, yeah, Zaza, the English bulldog who won the title, died in her sleep Monday night. According to her owner, Zaza was known for her underbite and rounded muscular front legs. There she is. She won the 13th annual World's Ugliest Dog competition in the San Francisco Bay Area on June 23rd. Zaza was 9 years old.
726, breaking overnight. Police in Tulsa were led on a high-speed chase.
A sequence of events leading up to the pursuit and how they were able to catch the driver.
And here's a look at Brussels, Belgium this morning. President Trump's there attending the big NATO meeting today, and he is already getting a lot of attention. What he said about Germany and Russia after the break.